If you want to know exactly what recruiters look for on your LinkedIn profile, then you're in the right place. I'm sharing the top 7 things that they scan first, the keywords that get you found, and the recent platform updates that you must know to help you in your job search today. My name is Sarah Camillo, and I'm a certified career coach and resume writer with 15 years of recruiting experience. Point number 1, think of your profile as your cover letter. So when recruiters are searching for candidates, your profile is often one of the first impressions that they get. Many recruiters search exclusively on LinkedIn, so they may not see your resume first. They may see your profile first, or vice versa. So you want to think of your LinkedIn profile as your cover letter and resume combined. And they don't just see your job titles. They're scanning for keywords, accomplishments, and whether you look like the right culture fit or not. Say you apply to a job and then they see your resume first. If they're impressed with your resume, they'll often go to your LinkedIn profile just to learn a little bit more about you. So that means every section matters. Your headline, your summary, your experience, your communication style on your posts, and especially your skills, as well as all those extra profile sections like your certifications, your education, your volunteer activity, and so much more. We'll get into that in a little bit. Number 2 is what recruiters see in their candidate searches. Similar to a Google search, how often do you get to page 3 or 4? You rarely do, right? So you want your profile to land on page 1 or 2 of their searches as well. Now I'm going to share what recruiters actually see when they perform a candidate search. So first, they see your name and your profile photo. So yes, this photo matters. You want to keep it, make sure that it's approachable, it's clear, it's professional, it's not too close, it's not too far, it's not a photo that was taken 10 years ago. You want to keep it clean and sharp and current. In my opinion, you don't have to pay to get it professionally done. There's enough technology now that makes it easy, like your phone, and then you have apps like Canva and other sites like that that can help you clean it up. They also see your headline, which is that statement right under your name. So LinkedIn typically defaults that to your current title at your current company, but you're able to customize it, and I highly recommend you do because this is prime real estate. So use some keywords and value statements, something like this: marketing manager / driving growth through content and partnerships. Something like that that says a little bit more, obviously outside of just your current title and your current company. You can customize it. I definitely recommend doing that. Another tip here is that your headline should represent what you want to do next. So if you're a marketing manager, yet you want to move up the ladder, change that to senior marketing leader, senior marketing professional, head of marketing if you're at that level. It should be able to cover your current job as well as what you're pursuing next in your career. Yet also be accurate in case your current organization sees it. It shouldn't be too outside of your current job. It should still represent what you're doing today as well as what you're looking to do next. They also see your location and your current company too. And a recent ad in 2025 is they see all of that plus your 3 most recent job titles and employers, as well as your last 3 posts that you made. Not just the things that you liked or commented on, but the last 3 posts that you made, which is why posting today is so important. So then they get to see a little bit more about your expertise in your industry, a little bit more about your communication style and your personality too. So definitely start posting if you haven't yet. Even if you aim for 1 post a week, that's going to help you and help the recruiters get to know a little bit more about you too. The next point is keywords and skills. These are so important because these are what make your profile searchable. Recruiters use a technique called Boolean searches. So they may type in terms like project manager and agile framework and business development, something like that. That way, all of those profiles that come up will include all of those terms. LinkedIn then matches those skills and text to your profile. Another huge update by LinkedIn in 2025 is that they expanded the skills from 50 to 100. So that means you can double the keywords on your profile and increase your chances of showing up in those recruiter searches as high as possible. Don't waste this. Include both technical skills, soft skills, hard skills, and anything else relevant to your industry. You no longer need Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel. You need things like that are relevant and trending terms in your industry. Now you may think 100 skills is way too hard to come up with, and to be honest, it's tough. It's tough to get that many. But here's a time that you can be a little bit redundant because you don't know the exact terms recruiters are searching for, right? So you may include both account manager and senior account manager and account executive. Or recruiters might be searching for cross-functional teamwork, cross-functional collaboration, or cross-functional team leadership. Include all of those because you don't know exactly what they're going to be searching for, and these searches may come up verbatim what they're typing in, so it's okay to add some of these redundancies in there. If you have any questions about this, please comment below, because these are the search terms they're using, and this is going to help you land as high as possible in those candidate searches. Section number 4, tailor your profile. Recruiters want to see that you're not generic. You're not like every other candidate out there. So you want to tailor your profile to the jobs that you're pursuing. Now, a few years ago, 2-3 years ago, LinkedIn increased the number of characters allowed in that About section. So you want to take advantage of this section. Update it with your biggest accomplishments, your biggest career wins, so that they see that before going into your professional experience. You can share a little bit about your background too, like 3rd generation English teacher, or a creative writing contest winner, or a hackathon winner. Whatever that is, write a little bit something there that entices them to stay in your profile longer and read more. And then in your professional experience, you don't want to keep that blank. You want to mirror as much of your resume as possible into that section. Include as much data as you can include publicly. Some people can't, and that's totally understandable, but share as much as you can in that professional experience section. And then also use all of the sections, the volunteer section, certification, organizations, courses, languages, awards, all of those, the more the better. Section number 5, mirror your resume. I know I just said this, but as I mentioned earlier, many recruiters have your resume and then they go to your LinkedIn profile. Now, if the job titles and the dates that you worked at different organizations are different than what's on your resume, that might create a red flag for the recruiter. They might think you're hiding something or lying in some place. So you want to make sure that everything matches your resume. Section number 6 is more new 2025 features that you can use today. So some of the latest updates on LinkedIn, if you haven't noticed yet, they're really pushing some video content. So they recently integrated with CapCut, which is an editing software, an app. So you can now edit and share your videos directly on LinkedIn. And this is huge because recruiters are liking to see a little bit more of those short, authentic videos. Again, they get to see a little bit more about you and how you speak and just a little bit more about your personality as well. Try to keep it about 30 seconds tops. Nobody has very long attention spans anymore. So little videos and more of them is really going to help them get to know you a little bit more and potentially reach out to you. What to say in those videos? You can simply introduce yourself or talk about a project you recently worked on at work or a big win that your company or your team had. Go ahead and share little things like that. Any little video helps. Another little feature update is the celebration animations. So starting this year, LinkedIn added about 16 new visuals. I think it's still at 16, might be more than that now. But you can use that when you post about a new job, a project, a milestone, an anniversary, anything like that, a certification that you got, all of those things. It just kind of helps your post stand out a little bit and shows recruiters that you're active on the platform. Companies always want to see activity on LinkedIn because then they'll know, hey, if they're comfortable posting on LinkedIn, they'll help us with our brand awareness as well. So the more you do, the better. Section number 7 is the final recruiter checklist. So you know how people say you get about 5 seconds to impress a recruiter when they're looking at your resume? Well, sometimes it's the same with LinkedIn. They're scanning your profile quickly. So what they look at first is your photo professional and do you look approachable? Do you know really what you do? Are you sharing your industry expertise? Do you have the right skills and keywords throughout your resume? Do you include stories and wins and talk about your team and talk about your organization, building their brand online as well? And are you active and engaged? Are you supporting your coworkers and really helping your company to stand out? So overall, recruiters want to reach out to you, but they want to get to know a little bit more about you first. Now, they may hesitate if they see your profile and they see in your professional experience that you don't have any bullets under there. To them, that shows, I don't think this person's looking right now. Now, they may still reach out to you and take that risk, but if you're job searching today, have as many bullets as you can in that professional experience so they can really see what they've done and you have a higher chance of them reaching out to you directly. Now, if you check all these boxes, you will stand out. So remember, today, your LinkedIn profile is more than just your digital resume. It's like your cover letter, and it's like the first impression that you're giving an organization, which could be your next organization someday. So if you found this video helpful, please like the video and comment below with any other questions or any other topics you'd like for me to hit on in the future. I'll see you in the next one.